Have you ever wondered about the stories that didn't make it into the final cut of our most sacred texts? Stories of giants who walked the earth, born from a forbidden union between the divine and the mortal. This is the tale of the Nephilim, a story whispered in ancient texts and long-forgotten books. Our story begins in a time before the Great Flood. When the world was young and humanity was still finding its way, the Watchers, a group of angels sent to observe and guide mankind, looked down from the heavens. But instead of just observing, they became captivated by the beauty of human women. Led by an angel named Samyaza, 200 of these celestial beings made a pact. They descended to earth, defying the highest order, to take human wives. This union was unlike any other. It was a merging of heaven and earth, a blend of the divine and the mortal. And from this forbidden love, a new race was born, the Nephilim. They were giants, towering over ordinary men, possessing immense strength and an insatiable hunger. The scriptures describe them as mighty men who were of old, men of renown. Imagine a world where giants roamed the land. Their very presence, a testament to a cosmic rebellion. At first, the Nephilim were a marvel. Their power was awe-inspiring, their knowledge seemingly limitless, inherited from their celestial fathers. The Watchers taught humanity secrets they were not meant to know. The art of warfare, the crafting of weapons, the mysteries of cosmetics and enchantments, and the secrets of the stars. It was an age of incredible advancement, but it came at a terrible price. The Nephilim's appetites grew as they did. They consumed all the food humanity could produce, and, when that wasn't enough, they turned on the animals. Soon, their hunger became so monstrous that they began to devour humans themselves. The world, once a place of nascent wonder, descended into chaos and violence. The very knowledge the Watchers had shared was twisted and used for destruction. Cries of injustice and suffering rose from the earth, reaching the heavens. The archangels, Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel looked down upon the world and saw the corruption and bloodshed. They saw the plight of humanity, oppressed by their own gigantic offspring. They brought the case before the highest authority, explaining how the forbidden secrets revealed by the Watchers had filled the earth with lawlessness. A judgment was passed. The divine order had been broken, and the balance had to be restored. The Watchers who had abandoned their posts were to be bound and cast into darkness, imprisoned until the final judgment. Their fate was a stark warning against defying the cosmic law. But what of their children, the Nephilim? Their existence was an abomination, a stain upon creation. Their spirits were tied to the earth, but their nature was inherently destructive. The decision was made to cleanse the world. A great flood was decreed, a deluge that would wash away the giants, the corruption, and all who had been tainted by their influence. Only one righteous man, Noah, and his family were chosen to survive. They were instructed to build an ark, a vessel to carry them, and a remnant of every living creature through the coming storm. As the rains began to fall, the age of the Nephilim came to a dramatic and watery end. The giants who once ruled the earth were swept away by the torrent, their reign of terror over. Is that where the story truly ends? Some ancient texts suggest that while their physical bodies were destroyed, the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim were condemned to wander the earth. These spirits, born of a celestial and terrestrial union, belonged to neither realm. They became the source of spiritual conflict, forever roaming and influencing the world of mortals. Furthermore, the idea of their bloodline continuing is a powerful and enduring part of this mythos. The Book of Numbers, for instance, mentions the spies of Moses returning from Canaan with reports of giants, descendants of Anak, who came from the Nephilim. They said, "We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and so we seemed to them." This suggests that perhaps not all of the giants were wiped out by the flood. Could some have survived? Stories of giants persist throughout history and across cultures. From Goliath in the Valley of Isla, to the Titans of Greek mythology and the Jeten of Norse lore. Is it possible that these are echoes of a single, ancient truth? The idea of a lost bloodline of giants, a lineage stretching from a pre-flood world into our own recorded history, is a tantalizing mystery. This forbidden narrative of the Nephilim offers a different lens through which to view our own origins. It's a story of love and rebellion, of knowledge and its consequences, of immense power and catastrophic downfall. It speaks to the eternal struggle between order and chaos, the divine and the profane. It paints a picture of a world far more complex and mystical than we often imagine. What do you think? Is the story of the Nephilim a literal account of giants who walk the earth, or is it a powerful allegory about the dangers of forbidden knowledge and the corruption of power? Could there be a forgotten chapter of human history, one filled with celestial beings and their giant offspring? The answers remain buried in the pages of forbidden books and the mists of time, inviting us to keep searching, questioning, and wondering. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the past. If you enjoyed this exploration of ancient mysteries, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next dive into the unknown. See you next time.